and then boom, Jalen Waddle gets traded to the Denver Broncos. What was your reaction?
My initial reaction is shock. I'm shook. I'm like, what we doing?
And I got a chance to suit it up with you in 18.
Yeah.
I came in to be the backup, bro. Like, and I was cool with it. One, because you good people. Two, you're really good. And three, it was like, man, I get a chance to be back in this city.
Welcome to The Set. This is where I set the tone, set the standard, and bring you on set with some of the biggest names in sports, culture, and in life in general. These stories are real, the conversations are genuine, and the legacies, we set those too. This is The Set.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to The Set. I am your host, T.Stead. I'm joined by my dog, all-pro center, Aaron Brewer. Hey, B, what's up, my brother? How you doing?
What's up with it, man? I'm good, man. Blessed.
You are blessed, my good brother. Blessed with a lot of talent, a lot of skill, a lot of ability. About to be blessed with a lot of money on too. I feel like, and I don't know, this ain't inside information. I'm speculating right now. I feel like you are due for a new contract. A contract that will be more so closer to your value and the value that you bring to the field. Would you say that is somewhat accurate that a new contract is potentially coming? Allegedly.
I see something in the near future.
Okay.
I wouldn't say I'm quite a visionary, but I see something in the near future.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Rightfully so, man. Rightfully so. Deservingly so. Earned. And I got you here on the set. We're live in Phoenix, Arizona at PAC Accelerate. I'll ask you a quick couple questions about PAC before we get into some football and Miami Dolphins. What is Pro Athlete Community? What does it mean to you? What has it done for you?
PAC, man, it's a family. It's a brother and sisterhood. We got a great, beautiful, strong women in here and amazing, talented, and strong men there. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
It's a family. And it's a family of people pushing each other and bonding with each other and pushing each other to grow and gaining valuable relationships to elevate our life outside of the sports we played, or even from the CEO's perspective, like elevate their mindset and their business and their word as well. And so I say package is just the perfect definition of package is family.
I love it. I love it. And I would say the same. That family dynamic, that off the field, off the court, locker room aspect that we get from PAC, it's been incredible. Also, not necessarily football related, but football related. The NFL annual meeting is taking place right now here in Phoenix as well. One of the rule changes that I saw that from New York, from the headquarters of the NFL, they can overrule a referee's decision in real time. So a referee call a play, pass interference, and if seen differently, decisively, New York can overturn that call. How do you feel about it?
I love that. That sounds amazing. I know from personal experience.
Listen, don't get me started.
I know from personal experience. I still remember that day, and I wasn't even on the field.
Man, don't get me started, bro.
I'm all for it.
I think it can be tricky, though.
Okay.
Especially in real time, the emotions of a game, the momentum of a game. So you thinking that y'all are, that it's a first down, roughing the pass.
Okay.
Right? First down, that's putting you in field goal range. Now y'all about to take a knee, kick a field goal, win the game. So all that you processing after you get the roughing the passer flag.
Yep.
New York called down. Hey, pick up the flag. That was not roughing the passer. He hit him in the strike zone. Boom.
Yeah.
Just think about the emotions of that roller coaster. Do you think that will play a part in this rule change?
Oh, absolutely. But also at the same time, like even how the referees do now, like same way you just said there, like it's a roughing the passer call and the ref throw a flag. But everybody we watching on the replay, you see it like, nah, that's not roughing the passer.
Yeah.
And so just the emotions from that in itself, the emotion already be high. That's just a part of the game. The emotions gonna fly. You're gonna have your highs and your lows. So them going back to New York and like getting a clear cut on it, like that's gonna be dope.
You're right.
Hold on. But listen to this part here though. Another perspective I got on it, cause this from like personal experience. And so last year we were playing the Bills, and it was like a screen or something. It was a screen. I had came out and I had high screen. You know, you can't crack that blind side.
Yep.
So I went and I had a high screen. I can't remember the DN name. It's Espinoza.
Okay, Epinanza, yep.
Epinanza? Yeah. I messed up the name. Forgive me. But hey, I had high screen, but it looked kind of violent because like he trying to run back towards the ball. Next day I come in, I got a fine.
Oh no.
$18,000 in my locker.
Oh no.
And so like something of that sort, like in the game it was clean. But after the game, New York look at it and they saying, oh no, that was a dirty look. We gotta find him. I get on a call with them. We get on a little council call, and then they reverse it. They appeal the fine. And so even with them calling down to New York, I can see it still being flawed in the same way. Cause how like that call there, like they reviewed it and they seen it as something as a blind side.
Right.
But after we spoke on it and they got my viewpoint on it, they're like, okay, I see what you were saying. I see what your intentions was.
I got you.
So even in the mix of the referees in New York, they all in the same family. Yeah. So they both probably had just a alternate view on what's really going on.
I got you.
Yeah.
In the game, you ain't gonna be able to explain.
Is that you can't,
New
bro?
York gonna still do what they gonna do. Yeah. All right. Let's go Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
2026 Miami Dolphins. You guys are what seems to be a rebuild.
Yep.
Tua is gone. Tyreek Hill is gone. Bradley Chubb is gone. Minkah Fitzpatrick is gone.
Yeah.
A lot of big name, notable players that's done a lot in this league. And then boom, Jalen Waddle gets traded to the Denver Broncos. What was your reaction?
My initial reaction is I'm just shocked. I'm shook. I'm like, what we doing? But then at the same time, I'm happy for my brother. You know what I'm saying?
So,
like, it's always a family perspective. Like, yeah, I want to love and have the best team we got to have, but I love when people go to different positions. I always wish the best for them.
so
I hope he shine. But then my next thought right after that, like, okay, what we finna do? What we finna do in that wide receiver room? Who the next man up? So, like, every time, like, something like that, I'm looking at the people we still got. Because when you see something like that, you gotta put something on your shoulder. That's the extra chip. You see an opportunity. Anytime somebody gone, Bradley Chubb gone, that next defense end outside linebacker, opportunity.
Sure.
The receiver, hey, Malik, opportunity.
Sure.
And so that's where my mindset went with it a little bit. I'm trying to see how these players that we do have, how you gonna fill these shoes? What's your mindset now? Are you gonna pick up the weight and carry that torch and keep it pushing and try to excel what people thinking?
Gotcha.
So that's my perspective on it right now.
I'm joined by my dog, and a true dog at that. Justin Hardee, how you doing?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm all good, man. All good. We are here live at Pack Accelerate in Phoenix, Arizona. It is amazing weather. We are at this amazing event. It's a business conference. Pack is really tying and serving as a bridge, a trustworthy bridge between professional athletes and the business world. Justo, what have you learned through your experience with Pack?
I mean, just in 1 year, I went from, you know what I'm saying, just trying to figure out what I'm going to do, what to invest in and whatever. And, you know what I'm saying, I got a few properties, you know what I'm saying, just in 1 year. And it was just the mindset, the people around, like being able to meet Teal, somebody you connected me with, was able to invest with her, was able to, you know, get them dividends quarterly from her. So it was just like, just a different mindset. And then I actually, this last month, I did the sales tech program. They got like an accelerator sales tech program. You know, me going in the year, supposed to be 10-9, but still with that uncertainty, I'm like, I just wanted to be proactive. Yeah. So I did that program. It was pretty much like a 4-week boot camp, and just helped me, you know, get into sales. And if I, you know, needed to get a job, it's, you know, it's a few of them in here right now for me.
Fire. I love it. This is Justin Hardee, everyone. He was undrafted out of the University of Illinois in 2017 and has created a career in legacy. He's a Pro Bowler, All-Pro. He really someone that has got it out the mud and has become
one of the most notable special teams aces around the league for a decade now. Hardee, we know what you've done on the field, dominating in your space. Off the field, I know that you got into business, into franchising.
Right.
Talk about that, your franchising experience. How has that been?
I wish, honestly, I wouldn't have did it personally, and I say that because not saying that franchising is bad, is I wish I would have just been a listen. I was so stubborn and just like, man, I just wanted to be a boss, but not knowing what being a boss actually come with. Like, it really costs to be the boss, and I think people really take that lightly. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have just got into real estate earlier within that time. But honestly, I had to learn it the hard way, which is cool. Like, every L, not a loss, it's a lesson. So that's how I took that as far as franchising. And as you know, franchising, like, one of them things, in order to see what you're really trying to see, it takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time, and it takes multiple franchises, you know what I'm saying, to do it. And I, started off by myself, did it by myself, and I was doing like one at a time. So it just wasn't what I thought it would have been.
Got you. I love it. I love you sharing that, Hardee. I love that you talked about franchising. You opened up a few Papa John's stores, and you went through some growing pains. You learned some lessons throughout that process. What would you advise someone that's a younger player in the NFL or is looking to get into business, thinking about franchising? What advice would you give to that person?
I would definitely say, man, do your research, like the ultimate research. Knowing, the profit and losses, definitely try to get in touch with somebody within that field that you're trying to pursue. I would definitely try to get like a mentor. The most important, like your team is the most important. And that's one thing I learned about Pat last year. Just talking about like the people around you are so important. And that's one thing that I will say that I didn't probably get the best judgment of character of some people. And like I said, you live and you learn. And I would definitely say make sure you know that's what you want to do. Just because, you know what I'm saying, if you're going to get partners, make sure everything, the paperwork, everything right is no ifs, ands, or buts. Make sure everything's straight.
Okay, gotcha. Let's transition more into some football conversation. You, like I say, going into year 9, 10, and we have that hesitation right there on the year because of injury.
Right.
You had a significant injury in year 8. Talk about that, your injury, and how coming back from it and still pursuing your dream to continue your NFL career, how has that been for you mentally?
Man, honestly, it's been in the year, man, I've grown so much. A lot of people don't even know. That's probably one of the most public things me saying about my Achilles. So I was literally a few days before OTAs, literally had my flight to leave on my last very workout. Achilles just ruptured. And it was very humbling just because, I didn't get no money just because not having no guaranteed contract or anything like that. Like, they were just able to cut me because I was off the campus or whatever. So it was just like, it was real, like reality really sat in. But I was able to, train and come back. I was able to come back. I didn't get the opportunity, that's out of my control. What was in my control was my attitude, my effort, and everything I did to come back, and I did. So I was, satisfied within myself. And now I'm like, man, if I get the opportunity, man, I won't take it for granted at all. And I pray to God give me the opportunity to go back in the locker room and be on the team, because I can give so much game to younger guys, man. It's so much. It's real reality, you know what I'm saying, when we stop playing, like, them phone calls ain't as much, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you just stop playing. So it's like people kind of not necessarily switch up. I guess they may show who they truly always was.
For sure.
Which is cool, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I was able to get different sides of it. And then now I know if I actually am fortunate enough to get a chance, to go play, I know what I'm going to do with the money. Like, I know what I'm going to be very smart. I know I'm going to be, you know what I'm saying, very much strategical of it.
Gotcha. I'll play devil's advocate here, Hardee.
let's say you don't get that opportunity again.
Right.
That window, your NFL window is closed. And I know you got that desire to play and the desire to
sure.
compete and be the best. What's your response to that?
Oh yeah. Honestly, I came up with that conclusion last year. I'll be satisfied, man. I'll be like, man, I did my time. Obviously, know I can still go. But I'll be like, man, I'll be cool, man. Going right in the sales.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's why I did the program. And I definitely appreciate the program and just meeting, so many people here within tech. You know what I'm saying? As soon as I tell them I done did that, it was like I kind of put a smile on their face. Cause I'm like, man, I just want to learn. I never necessarily had a real job, a 9-to-5, quote unquote. So just me having to humble myself and doing that program was like, okay, like, and then like people don't know, like some of it is like you can get to NFL money. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not to the big contracts, but I was never one of them guys who got the big contracts. I'm used to, you know what I'm saying, the league minimum, and which is great money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can get back to that. I'm like, oh man. So, I'm not necessarily like I would definitely be like, man, I know I have more time, but I'm not one of them guys who feel like, oh, I gotta play in this league or that league. Cause you know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, I did my time and I know I got more. I could just focus more on my son and, I can, continue to just build my brand.
Love it. I love it. How do you think Pac will be able to help with that space, transitioning from NFL to full-time business?
I think Pac can be very helpful just by the resources. You know what I'm saying? Like there's people in here. Like even if I wanted to just do like a week course of them just going over material with me and helping me in whatever field, they're here. And you know what I'm saying? I like me going through the program, me building a whole different connection with the Dream Team Network. Has been kind of life-changing just because I can brag about it. Like it's something that
that's fire.
I'm glad I can brag about just because, it was definitely time-consuming, an hour a day. You know what I'm saying? The people are like, man, that ain't nothing. But it's like, man, it's different when I'm not used to the corporate world. So, you know what I'm saying? An hour a day just studying was very humbling, but, it was real worth it. And I know that, if I needed a job that, there are people here that can set me up with a job, starting next week, maybe even sooner than that. So the simple fact that Pac has that effect and, can help a guy like me out, I know they can help so many other people out.
For sure. Hardee, I would say on air too, you will be great in your next chapter, whenever that is. You still might got some more time in the NFL, but if that door is closed, that window is closed, you will be great in your next chapter, your next act, because of the principles that you have. A hard worker, you don't take nothing for granted. You don't cut corners or take any shortcuts.
I appreciate
Keep
that.
them same principles in business and the corporate world, no matter what you're doing, which I know that you are. That's because that's how you are and who you are. So I'm excited for you and your future.
I appreciate
And
you,
I
big
appreciate you for joining the set.
I
My brother for life.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Locked in for life.
For sure.
Locked in,
Absolutely.
man.
Appreciate you.
My dog.
Yes, sir. I'm joined by my big bro, Jermon Bushrod.
Yeah.
Bush, how you doing, my dog?
Man, I'm blessed here, man. We out here at Pac, man. It's good to see you, bro. It's good to see the energy in here.
Sure.
But for me personally, dog, I'm blessed. I can't complain, man. It's good to be in the presence of you, dog.
I appreciate you, brother. I don't use that word big bro lightly. That is not a title that many human beings get from me.
Yeah.
But this guy, OG, really somebody that's been a mentor, been an aid for me and my career. I chased his career in New Orleans.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know that. I've never told you that.
Wow.
But I really went after everything that you did.
Wow.
Winning the Super Bowl, the Pro Bowls. Like, I really, really chased after you and what you had going on. I really wanted to make Saints fans forget about you. Silently, though, while showing love at the same time.
You damn near did that.
No, I did
Outside
not.
that Super
No, I
Bowl, you
didn't.
pretty much.
No, I didn't. You're a legend, bro. Legend.
No,
for real.
man, listen, what a time that was. that city is incredible. You know, winning that Super Bowl. I know you know we've had conversations about that, and I thought you had an opportunity to do it in Miami, man. You know how the things always kind of shake out. I thought you had an opportunity to do it in New Orleans, and
Yeah, for sure.
I desperately, as a player, obviously, you know, we did win one in 2010. I desperately wanted to get back. I chased that. Well, no, man. Listen, you had a hell of a career, and it's you know, obviously you drafted in 13, right?
13.
And I left in 12, and was talking with somebody earlier about it, like, you know, the opportunity to stay in New Orleans would have been really great for my career, probably. You know, I probably would have made a couple more Pro Bowls because I felt good, body felt good, and when you're blocking for a guy like Drew, who has a really great understanding of the game, and you can kind of like match your, you know, your technique with his mindset, and you know where he's going to be. Like, playing for a guy like that was incredible. But you know, that's the business, and you got to move on. And yeah, I was mad a little bit. I was hating a little bit when I got let go. But then I see you coming there, you know. Ran a faster 40 than me, small school guy comes in, but you know, you do your thing, and like you say big bro, and that's super love. But then like I get a chance to watch you dominate from a young pup up until like a you know, a real OG, bro, somebody who's like done this the right way. So like
I appreciate
you showing me the love, but I got to show you the love back, bro.
Appreciate it,
like,
man.
And I got a chance to suit it up with you in 18.
Yeah.
And look, you helped my career, and I hope I, you know, aided yours in any way. But
Best year of my career.
It really was.
And you was a big part of it.
Nah, bro.
No question.
You know, it was. I came in to be the backup, bro. Like, and I was cool with it. One, because you're good people. Two, you're really good. And three, it was like, man, I get a chance to be back in this city. And to see you, you know, I think health-wise, up to that point, you had your best career. You probably would have played all 16 if you didn't decide to dump that Bengals player on his back and try to, you know.
If he would have just went, you know what I mean? He was trying to fight it, not getting pancaked, and it just ruined everything.
Yeah, you tore your pec,
you
right?
coming in and you know you playing behind the most injured person ever. You knew you was going to play at some point. It was going to happen at some point.
I knew I was going to have an opportunity at some point. I didn't know when, but, bro, let me tell you something about that, bro. Let me tell you something about that. One, that year, you know what I went through personally, man. I lost a little one that year.
Yeah.
And that was a tough year for me, personally. But then I ended up coming back, and the reason I ended up coming back was because guys like you, Sean, the organization, and on the 1 month anniversary of me coming back from when my daughter had passed, you had went down.
1 month.
And that morning, you know, a lot of people don't know. I don't even know why I'm even getting into this, but that morning of the Bengals game, bro, I was sick as a dog, bro. Like I threw up like 3-4 times before the game. And that was the one game where I'm like, every other game I'm like, I'm ready. Whatever I got to do. That was the one game where I'm like, stay upright, brother. I need you, because like I'm going through it like, you know, inside, like I'm sick. But like, thankfully we had a nice lead. I just had to come in and, you know, just do my thing. But like, you know, that year was special. Obviously it ended in probably the worst way possible. But
we're gonna get into that.
You know, that year really changed my life, and it changed my perspective, and it really helped me leave the game. Even though it was a low moment for me in my life, it was a high moment for my personal, my career.
Man, Bush, I had no idea that this conversation was about to go this direction.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I just felt like I had to put that out there.
I want to stay there for a second, because my knock to my career has been my availability, the injuries. 2018, I'm playing best left tackle in football, playing lights out. I'm healthy 10 games in a row. Never did that before.
Yeah.
I feel great against the Bengals. I'm moving around. I'm throwing people around, but I feel great.
I saw you.
And I go down. I tear my pec.
Yeah.
And I think it's said, now that I hear your story, your timeline of that day, because for me at that time, I'm playing better than ever, like, and then it all crashed down. It burns.
Yeah.
You're going through the toughest tragedy of your life, you and your wife,
Yeah.
with your daughter passing, and it's been a month, and having that weight of everything. But you go out and play football that day for the first game in 10 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's something. It's another power there that like it was supposed to happen that way. That you were supposed to be out there, and I don't know, bro.
You know, it was just, you know, my availability to me was a testament to the support that I had got from the Saints organization, from Sean and Mickey Loomis, from everybody down, you know, like the wives and the girlfriends of the players. You know, like we didn't, you know, my family and I, we didn't pull a pan, you know, out the drawer. We didn't live for like 3-4 weeks because we had food at the door, you know, because they had a meal train going.
Wow.
They fed us, man. They took care of us. They prayed for us, you know, outside of my, you know, my family and my friend support circle. You know, the organization came through in a major way, and that's why I felt like I had to come back. Like I didn't, you know, part of me was like, I don't care about really playing this game no more. But then, like, to me, it was like, man, I had to come back. I gotta be back. Like I gotta go out here and at least see it through. And it was tough, bro. Like I remember, like, you know, first few games back, you know, because I came in for you that game, and we played Philly the next week.
Yep.
Michael Bennett.
Yep. Chris Long.
All
of Fletcher Cox, all of them. Yeah.
Fletcher, yeah, exactly. And that was my first start. I come back, man, I had one of my best games where I get a game ball, but like that Bengals game and for those couple of those games afterwards, like, you know, my dog Gress was taping me in the locker room, dog. I got tears in my eyes for like an hour, like, you know, towel over my head, just like, you know, just understanding, like, you know, why I'm playing and like the moment, you know. But it was like, it was all love. Like, it was just, I felt like I had to be out there at that time. So, yeah, man, that's why we retired a Saint. That's why we love the city so much.
Sure.
Obviously, we won a lot of games, but, you know, the love that Sean showed for us, I mean, you know, he's telling me at week 1 after we got the diagnosis of what was going to happen. Obviously, we didn't think she was going to pass, but, like, it took it hard. I took it hard, though, when I found out that my daughter wasn't going to be healthy like my other kids.
Yeah.
She wasn't going to walk. She wasn't going to talk. The way that we, our normal everyday activities, we take for granted. This, not saying we take for granted, but like this child might not have that opportunity to experience life the way that we experienced it. So
Sure.
I just felt like I had to come back, you know, and it wasn't easy. It wasn't, you know, it was difficult, but,
Man.
you know, I just, again, it was just a hell of a ride, you know, and the way it ended, it was tough, dog.
Talk about your last game, Bush. Your last game of your NFL career. Let's paint the illustration for the viewers.
We played the Rams, dog. It was the NFC Championship. What I told you earlier, right? Like, what are we chasing? I'm chasing that ring one more time. I damn sure wasn't there for the money because you had all the money. You know, listen, that boy Mickey was tight, boy.
Stop,
He was
man.
tight. Nah, but that's my guy, man. Like, really, you know, really solid people. But I definitely wasn't there for the money, man. I wanted one more ride, bro. I wanted to, you know, if I could do my part to help the city and help Drew get back to another Super Bowl, like I want to get there. I want that again because when we won it the first time, like I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I didn't really process it all the way that I did. Maybe I didn't have an appreciation. I have a huge appreciation and so thankful that we did it. But like to do that as a, you know, 30-something-year-old man at the end of his career, I thought it would have been a hell of a way to go out. But, you know, that no call was, that was vicious. You know, really, you know, disrespectful to the city and everything that we have built, the opportunity that we tried to put ourselves in. But, you know, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do?
Couldn't do nothing.
When I stepped away after that season, it was clear, bro. Like,
How long it took you to recover from that? Like knowing that was your last game and you retired from the NFL,
man,
NFC Championship, no call. How long did it take you to come to grips with like, man?
you remember when Sean walked into the room, like
exit meeting?
did an exit meeting, bro? He was just like, you can tell he was. You could see the pain on his face.
He was mourning.
Bro, he was mourning like it was real. Like it was. He could barely speak. Like he could barely talk. Like and I remember I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like I had a smooth little house set up, little master bedroom set up down in the city, and like I literally didn't leave my room or my little sitting area in the room for 3 days straight. Like I didn't leave it. I remember that, and I'm the kids say I ain't on here capping either. It's like I that was some real career trauma that we had went through, that city had went through. And you remember that what was that protest called the following week?
We had like a petition going.
Yeah, it was a petition, but like the city had I forget what it was called. But I was right. I was in the middle of it. I wasn't in the middle, but I was sitting in Ruth's Chris at the bar. Thankfully, 2 seats opened up, and me and the wife sat there. But like, I was in there like, I was with the people, dog. I'm like, man, this is. I'm here, bro. Like, I feel your pain. I'm in the city, like.
I remember being as Mardi Gras. I remember being on the float with Mike Thomas.
Oh, that boy Mike was
everywhere we went. Every camera, Saints got robbed. It's an inside job. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Right. But yeah, I mean, last game, man, and it's funny though, T. Like I had just finished year 12, bro. Like I had a chance to go year 13, and I had 6 teams calling me. I had 6 teams.
Cause you played strength, bro. You was balling.
Yeah, bro.
When you came in and played, you was balling.
Appreciate that, bro. And like, I had 6 teams, dog. Almost went to a division rival, not the Falcons.
That's it. We ain't even gotta say it. We know you ain't doing that.
Do that, right? But he was almost in Carolina. That story's kind of weird too. But like, at the end of the day, I was like, I'm done, bro. I said, this thumb looking crazy. Like I want to be able to throw the ball. I want to be able to live life. So, we walked away, man. Transition wasn't the easiest, but we got through it, especially with like good support system, good companies, good people like here at Pac, man. We was able to kind of like be in the right environment.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And we'll wrap it right there, people. Here on the set. We are live from Phoenix, Arizona at Pac Accelerate. This man, Jermon Bushrod, is the sole connector between Caleb Thornhill and Chip Pausick, the 2 co-founders of Pac. He created this ecosystem, helped create this ecosystem that we know as pro athlete community. Without you, Jermon Bushrod, the man that you are, the connector that you are, your network, and your word, how far people take your word and take it to heart, this wouldn't exist and it wouldn't be possible. So I appreciate you, my brother.
All love, dog.
From the set. Y'all.